Hi everyone, welcome back. I was tagged by Kathy from Kathy's Beauty Care Chats on this popular opinions in skincare. I believe that it was Penn Smith from Penn Smith Skincare that developed the tag. And Kathy did it and she tagged me. I thought it was a great tag. And I thought it was a good way to just spend a little bit of time, a little bit of distraction, and just chat a bit about skincare, which I think that we all love to do. Please remember that I am not a skincare expert. I am just a 62-year-old playing with makeup and playing with skincare and just seeing what works for me. And of course, just because it works or doesn't work for me doesn't mean the same will hold true for you. One last thing that I want to let you know, I'm not going to go into so many specific products that I use. However, I will leave a link down in the description box, as well as a card up here to my latest skincare routine, AM and PM, and I will leave that. I did that one recently, and there you can find more specific products than what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I'll share a few products, but not an awful lot in this video. All right, let's get started. There are a few questions here. My favorite inexpensive brand. My favorite inexpensive skincare brand, I've got a few. Because I'm going to be saying this probably throughout for most of these answers. I can't just throw it all in one brand. I love Good Molecules. Love it. I love The Ordinary. I love The Timeless. So it all depends what it's for. Good Molecules doesn't have, for example, vitamin C, but Timeless does. And Timeless doesn't have some of the products that Good Molecules has, or that The Ordinary has, like the acids, for example. So if I have to pick a little bit of something from different brands, it would have to be The Ordinary, Good Molecules, and Timeless. I know I'm not being easy here. No, I'm not going to give just one. The next question is, what is my favorite high-end brand? And I think my favorite high-end, because of what it has done to my skin, has to be Obagi. And I am going to try to insert some pictures from some before and after pictures here of how my skin was before Obagi and where it is now. Now, granted, I haven't used Obagi for probably a year now. However, during the time that I used it, it just helped me so much, specifically with hyperpigmentation. I think that is the biggest issue that I have on my skin. It's not so much wrinkles, and I don't have dry skin. I have normal skin. I don't have an oily T-zone. I don't have any of that. I just have a lot of hyperpigmentation. And Obagi, you'll see from the pictures, the incredible change between then, before Obagi, and now. So definitely my favorite high-end for hyperpigmentation has got to go to Obagi. My least favorite brand in skincare, and once again, this is just my opinion and it's just how I feel, so if it works for you, I'm so happy that it does. It just doesn't work for me, and that has to be the L'Oreal skincare. And I'm going to answer why, but it's because of the denatured alcohol in the L'Oreal skincare. I guess the other one would have to be Lancome. I will not use Lancome skincare. Just saying. I use a couple of products like the makeup remover, or I've used their face washes and things like that. But as far as skincare, as moisturizers and eye cream, I don't use them, and I don't use L'Oreal, and it's because of the denatured alcohol. Is fragrance okay? I don't specifically look for fragrance in a product, but it does not bother me. Right now I'm trying out the Perricone MD, which they sent me a box full of different products from Perricone, and there is fragrance. It's at the bottom of the list, but there's fragrance anyway. Someone who is very sensitive to fragrance probably wouldn't like the Perricone MD. So yeah, those are my thoughts about fragrance. Is alcohol okay? Alcohol to me is okay if it's in a foundation because we create such a barrier. And this is where what I was saying before, the Lancome and the L'Oreal. The denatured alcohol is far up on the list. Sometimes it's the second, the third, the fourth ingredient. It's within the first 5 ingredients. And from what I have looked at when I was trying to determine if denatured alcohol, which is only one of a few bad alcohols, if you will, is that immediately it gives, and for some people it could be a few weeks, and for some people it could be a few years. It will give you a very smooth skin, and I know why it's added into the products. It's kind of like the conductor to bring other ingredients in. The problem is that at some point it does start drying out the skin, and I do not want to, nor do I need to add any dryness to my skin. And that is why I am so against denatured alcohol or just plain alcohol in any of my skincare products. That is the reason why I don't use Lancome skincare and why I don't like L'Oreal skincare. Chemical or manual exfoliation. I do both. As far as the chemical, they don't involve in rubbing the skin. Therefore, it's going to be a lot gentler on my 62-year-old skin, such as the salicylic acid or the glycolic acid. I use the Ren, which is an AHA. I use the Ordinary. I also, from the Ordinary, use their acids, which are the AHA, BHA. I think you've seen this. I also use the lactic acid for the manual exfoliators. I don't use them that often because I don't want to scratch my skin. So I am very careful with them, even though I do use them. And the ones that I have found to be so incredibly gentle and yet do the exfoliating is the one by Good Molecules. This is fairly new to me. It's the pineapple exfoliating powder. I really like it because it doesn't scratch my skin. It's as soon as you add water to that powder, it just makes sort of like a paste. But when I take it off, my skin just looks so much brighter. The other one that I have been using for years is the one by Dermalogica, and it's the Daily Microfoliant. Once again, it's very gentle. There are no huge particles. It's not as if you're washing your face or using sandpaper on your face. An extensive or simple skincare routine. Which one do I have? I think I have an extensive one, but I make it very simple because many of the products that I use, I mix them together. My serums, I will mix together and just put them on. So it's not like I put one on and then I take another one. I just put them on all together. I use my toner, put them on, make a little cocktail, if you will, and put it on and apply it to my skin. If you go back to that video, my AM and skincare routine, you will see what products it is that I mix together. The next question is my favorite skincare ingredient. And I think I have a few favorite skincare ingredients. I think niacinamide is a skincare ingredient that I look for in so many of my skincare products. I love vitamin C and what it does for my skin. I use CBD, I use vitamin A. Those are the types of ingredients that I look for, that I primarily with glycerin. There are quite a few ingredients that are really important to me. Tretinoin or retinol. I use Tretinoin. Retin A is what I use. I don't use it every day. I use it maybe 3 times a week, 4 times a week, because I alternate with my acids and with other types of products, and I think that has been what has helped my skin so much. My most effective skincare brand. Once again, it has to be Obagi, my most effective skincare brand as far as for the hyperpigmentation. If that is something, those dark spots that are so difficult to remove, as you saw in the pictures, the change is dramatic in my skin on how much it has cleared up. Then again, if I'm also looking for something else, something to remove the dead skin cells or something, then I will go to The Ordinary, or I will go to Ren, or go to pharmacy. They are a few products that I use for different reasons, to target different issues that may be occurring at a certain point. My least effective skincare brand, I think L'Oreal is ineffective for me. I think Oil of Olay is, Oil of Olay, yeah, that's not effective for me at all. I have tried Rock from the drugstore, and that has not been effective for me. And I'm not saying that I have used it over a certain period of time, that I've used it once or twice. I've used it extensively, and it didn't do much. Derma E is another brand that I love. I think it feels great on my skin, but does it do the same thing that Obagi or that The Ordinary does? No, absolutely not. It sure doesn't. Right. Next is, what is my favorite skincare gadget? I use a few skincare gadgets. I use Foreo, even though I've lost it when we went to Tennessee and I need to order another one. Thank goodness we're 20% off on Sephora. I love my microdermabrasion machine, but I just got this one about 3 or 4 weeks ago, the Dermapore. This little spatula is amazing. It removes all of my blackheads. I absolutely love it. I got this actually on QVC because I was able to get it with payments. They do have it at Sephora, so if this is something that you're looking for, you can find it now at Sephora and get 20% off. I just went ahead and got it on QVC. You could apply your serums with it, and you can also, and the other setting is to remove your blackheads. And I think this has cleared up my pores tremendously. So this has to be one of my favorite gadgets. The other gadget that I love, I have been using it now probably for 2 years, is my Stacked Skincare, my dermaplaning tool. I like this one. It's a little bit more pricey. I think it was $75, and then you receive an extra blade with it when you first order it. And then I ordered the blades, 3 for $25 on Amazon, and I probably get them twice a year because I don't do this every single day. I'll do it maybe twice a month is what I do, but I love basically shaving my face and removing all of that dead skin. This is something that is a must that I have to have. I love this. It leaves my skin so soft, and my foundation goes on so much better when I use this. I can tell immediately. If I forget to order a replacement blade, I can tell immediately when I haven't been using it. And it's like, whoa, I really need to shave my face. All right, so those are my gadgets. Botox fillers, are they okay or not? Well, absolutely okay. I have had Botox. I have had fillers. I have a video from, I think it was 2016, where I had Botox and fillers. And if I can find the video, I'll leave it linked up here. I should be able to find it. I did it right when I started on YouTube. I don't know if I would do fillers again. Botox I have done. I haven't done Botox now probably going on 2 years, and I really need it because these 11s are really bad. But I don't have anything against it. I'm just more cautious now because of the side effects that can happen. But am I opposed to it? No, absolutely not. Besides, you know, what may be good for one of us may not be good for another. I think that's a personal opinion. My personal opinion is that I do not embrace the wrinkles at all. And as far as I'm concerned, there is not a skincare on the market that could line up with Botox, but I haven't had it in 2 years, so no. My favorite in-office treatment. You know, I think that I looked at this question and I thought, what in-office treatments have I had? I think the only in-office treatment that I've had is a peel. and I enjoyed them. I know that there are many other in-office treatments, like Botox. I want some Botox, but peels is the only thing that I've done, so I really can't tell you this against the other. My favorite at-home treatment, I have to say that my favorite at-home treatment has got to be my dermaplaning tool. I really like this, and I really enjoy my microdermabrasion, my Trophy Skin microdermabrasion machine. I think that works exceptionally well. You just have to be careful with it. And this new one, you know, I like them. Okay, one treatment I can't live without. Well, you know, I don't think it's a matter not if I can't live without it. Yes, of course I can live without it, but do I want to? That is where the question comes in. I do not want to live without my Retina A. I definitely don't. I think it helps a lot. I'm going to leave the questions down in the description box. I would love for you, if you have a channel, you're tagged basically. And if you don't have a channel and you want to answer all of the questions, feel free to do so. They'll be in the description box. And if you just want to answer one or two or however many you want, please leave the answers, and that way others learn, because we are a community and we learn from each other. I learned from you, and I hope you learned something from me. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for spending this time with me. I hope everyone is healthy and safe and staying positive and playing with skincare and makeup. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. And don't forget, ladies, follow your passion, whatever it may be. I'll see you next time. Bye.